Chris Pratt is one of the world's biggest stars, but people forget that it destroyed his relationship.
Chris and Anna were the perfect couple.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
They were the Hollywood couple that made us believe in love.
But when Chris filmed with Jennifer Lawrence, that all changed.
She and I, for the whole movie, 17 hours a day, hanging out.
Your wife never showed up to the set?
Anna Faris and Jennifer Lawrence greet each other, but are Anna's teeth clenched?
Man, we got along so well.
People are saying your husband is cheating on you.
Actor Chris Pratt has filed for divorce from Anna Faris.
People pointed fingers at Jennifer.
I never had an affair with Chris Pratt.
When Chris became famous, he entered a different league than Anna.
You said the best is yet to come.
Chris has always wanted this superstar level of success.
People are saying he got hot, famous, and then dumped her for a younger woman.
How serious are things getting between Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger?
Katherine is like Hollywood royalty.
Why is she the right woman for you?
He is kind to my daughter.
We're in the honeymoon phase. It feels really good.
While their kid was sick,
Anna was in and out of the hospital with their son.
Jack had a few surgeries.
His first sentence was, "Dada's working."
You're like all over the world.
I am. I'm all over the world.
But the tabloids got it wrong. What if I told you that Chris wasn't the reason for their divorce?
That's why I escaped.
This is the real life story behind the tabloids.
I was invited to a Hollywood party, and it's all these celebrities, and it felt like everybody was beautiful and glamorous. I just felt so small. So I hid in the bathroom. I cried the whole way home. And Chris was like, "Honey, why are you crying?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I think there's always this lingering idea of not belonging in this town.
I feel like that clip speaks to the reason that Anna Faris and Chris Pratt divorced, but to explain it more, we have to go back. Anna Faris and Chris Pratt seemed perfect together.
Couples tend to turn into each other. Are you and Anna like that at all?
I don't think we turned into one another. I think we found each other.
I had a bug collection. When Chris and I first started dating, he invited me over to his apartment, and he had also a dead bug collection.
What are the chances?
That's how I felt. So much so that I started to cry.
I was surprised to find out that Anna felt like she didn't belong even when she was a kid. She's this talented comedic actress, but growing up, she would play by herself in the woods.
I was lonely. I didn't have a lot of friends, and I think that's why I escaped through acting, was because I felt like I could become somebody else.
Anna would hide her insecurity behind her characters, which seemed to work for a while. When she met Chris, he was like relatively unknown, and she was the star. Like, she had just done like Scary Movie, but she was immediately drawn to his confidence.
I actually wanted a man who was happy and who other people got along with. Being around a content and well-liked person makes for a more pleasant relationship in general.
in a way, isn't she kind of using him?
I feel like it's more, that was a quality that Chris had that she wished that she had, and that's why she was drawn to it. Chris was always, supportive of her and helped her through these insecurities. And then in 2012, they had a son together named Jack. Jack's birth should have been the happiest time in Chris and Anna's life. But when Jack was born 2 months premature, it turned into a nightmare for them.
As we left the hospital, we were getting paparazzi'd. How do you smile when you're spending your days worrying about your sub-4-pound baby? The last thing you want is a magazine running a false headline about the health of your premature baby.
And they were weirdly private about Jack after this, never really talking about him. Then, in 2013, Chris's career blows up. Chris was torn away from Anna and their newborn son. We actually found something that Chris said about this time, and he says, Anna told me his first sentence was, "Dada's working."
Really?
For a long time, I felt really lucky. Even though Chris was becoming hugely famous, and I'd been sort of famous for a while, the two of us led such boring lives that the tabloids usually left us alone. But when Chris filmed Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence, that all changed. My publicist, out of the blue, pulled me aside. Anna, listen, there are going to be paparazzi all over them.
The media immediately jumped to run stories about how Chris was cheating on Anna with Jennifer Lawrence.
Anna Faris and Jennifer Lawrence greet each other, but are Anna's teeth clenched? And look at Jennifer's hands. Notice how they never fully touch.
Jen and Anna got along really well.
That's good, because I could have went downhill sometimes, man.
Right.
When your husband is co-starring with a beautiful A-list Hollywood star.
I'm so surprised that he was able to stay with his wife when other people in that situation, maybe they would have had the wandering eye.
Right, but we found out that Anna revealed the truth about the scandal.
People are saying your husband is cheating on you, even if it's patently untrue. You still feel and look like a fool.
But Despite feeling so insecure about this, she defended Chris, saying how proud of their relationship she was, when suddenly...
Actor Chris Pratt has filed for divorce from his wife, actress Anna Faris, citing irreconcilable differences.
So Chris files for divorce?
Yeah.
But if he didn't cheat, why did they divorce?
We did some digging and found that Anna recently revealed the real reason their marriage ended, and it's not the reason most people think.
Being a proud person and not wanting to reveal vulnerability, there were a lot of things I ignored. I never talked about any issues.
When Anna felt insecure about her and Chris's relationship, she wouldn't turn to her friends and family and would hide their problems. So then to not have Chris anymore, the person she thought she belonged with, she must have felt so alone. And then he spotted out with someone new. So Chris starts dating Katherine Schwarzenegger, who is the daughter of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. And Maria Shriver is actually a Kennedy. So Katherine is like Hollywood royalty. Katherine is 10 years younger than Chris, so the tabloids were like, oh, he's dumped Anna for a younger woman. So it seems like Chris is moving on with the epitome of someone that would have made Anna really insecure. But again, it seems like Anna hid this, so when Chris got engaged, she still tried to support him.
Sweet Chris, my ex, got engaged to Katherine today, and I'm so happy for them.
But then, Chris did something that Anna didn't defend him for.
Actor Chris Pratt is facing backlash for, of all things, posting a tribute to his wife Katherine Schwarzenegger for her birthday. She's given me an amazing life and a gorgeous, healthy daughter. Some are claiming that Pratt's use of the word healthy is a dig at his ex-wife, actress Anna Faris, and their adorable 9-year-old son, Jack.
Is he sick?
So basically before this post, no one really knew that Jack had health conditions. He suffered from a cerebral hemorrhage, a brain bleed, because he was born so premature.
Jack had a few surgeries. He had a few hernia surgeries, had a few eye surgeries, and he had a little heart issue as well.
I can see why people were so upset because of this Instagram post, but how did Anna react?
Well, she actually didn't. It's the first time it seems like that she doesn't rush to Chris's defense, and we don't know exactly why she chooses not to say anything, but it seems like she felt secure in herself enough to not have to prove that she supports Chris or that they have a good relationship, because they actually do have a really strong co-parenting relationship. And then Anna is actually moving on with her life as well. She just got married last year to cinematographer Michael Barrett. You know, with Anna, it's really crazy to me how she was hiding in a bathroom, crying, feeling like she didn't belong, to constantly defending Chris, to then not saying anything during a very public scandal, and now she's helping people.
Oh, how does she help them?
She has this podcast called Unqualified, where she gives people advice like based on her own personal experiences. She speaks like very openly and vulnerably like about her insecurities and the mistakes that she's made in the past. By owning her insecurity and not hiding from it, she created a space where she belongs.
As I get older, the understanding that we all are trying to fit in, attempting to make a human connection, the podcast helped me recognize that idea.